You know, 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 you
It's
know, you know,
backflip. That's not a reference to gymnastics, is it?
No,
No.
not at
So
all.
what's backflip then?
Backflips are long. It started off as a rumour
Yeah.
between a few friends, became a joke, and it became MC Moz a backflip when I started doing rap, beatboxing,
Right.
music, and that type of stuff. And it just stuck. It
Right.
just stuck. And
So you can't do the backflip, but you are an MC.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. So when did you start MCing then?
About 4 years ago from now, about 2010, and that was when I first got into it. I started doing rap to sort of garage bassline
Right.
type tunes, but that was like actual MC type stuff. And then I got onto the UK grime scene, and I just started to find a passion for hip hop. So that's what brought me into it, and I've practiced all these different styles, and I've just kind of tried to collaborate them together.
All right. So how did you get in from the grime to now hip hop? Really, is it a natural progression? You think?
Yeah, kind of. It was more the grime, obviously. From a younger age, I thought, obviously, oh, look at those guys, you know, they're making loads of money, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, it seems pretty good. And then I started to do grime, and I started to enjoy it a lot, and I started getting into it. But then I realised, obviously, that angry sound and that kind of verbal expression isn't me.
Right.
So I like the hip-hop because what I prefer to do is tell a story, have a meaning behind the song, and explain certain scenarios and pictures. But that's more hip-hop than it is grime.
Yeah.
They are pathetic. You need a push to move like potential to kinetic. The depth in your lyrics is not heard of. The raw aesthetic. Try battling with Moz, you bet you will regret it. Where you going to, little ground mouse? Why don't you come to my underground?
So obviously you're a
house?
storyteller now, and so what are your stories about that you're rapping now?
There's a few. Most are a work in progress at the minute, but it can go through some from, say, bad choices in life.
And the reason, obviously, I was taunting him about being a wordsmith is because one of the things you're well known for is you're amazing at freestyling.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, well,
that's one of your big selling points, really, isn't
yeah.
it? So how have you been received out there with the gigs you've done? How are people taking to you?
Well, it's not really gigs as much. It's more just performing for people, should I say?
Yeah.
For people, for small audiences and that. But no, the music myself, it's just more a hobby rather than a job. But I would love to pursue it.
Right. So what are you doing different now to take it more seriously?
Just putting more time in, trying a lot more new flows, new accents, all sorts type of stuff
Right.
like that. And then
Goes to
mixing
that
it up.
extent, does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, all accents, adding in beatbox to the whole scenario, everything.
All right. So you're building your
Take
repertoire
three
now.
birds, that's a hat trick. I'll take your team out in blood, fire and anguish with language that will vanquish your whole spot. I'm always on top with the way that I rock. That's why they call me Mr. Beatbox.
Who are you modelling yourself on then? And so obviously you've got quite a few out there as
Yeah,
as role
I've always
models.
liked a few artists. I mean, when I was like in hip hop, it was more the likes of like Mac Miller, Cam Meekins, those few. For grime, I can't really say much for grime. There was a lot on, say, like the Skepta, Jamie, that type of stuff, which I was into. But obviously, I've tried to collab with both now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make more of a. I've been thinking of making a track called Schizo, which is schizophrenia, split personalities, which will be part American freestyle and same with UK grime. So it'll mix in with bits and bobs, and that won't be a storyteller, but it'll be just kind of a verses track.
Right. So obviously you're in college as well, and there's a lot going on. So you're just putting a lot more time in that.
Yeah.
What's going to motivate you to really push yourself to make it something more substantial?
To make it more substantial would literally just be in having the facilities to record, better facilities to produce, and someone aside me to say, look, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Maybe try this, maybe try that. Just a small bit of mentoring.
Yeah. So we're in that light as well, are you working with other groups, other rappers, other musicians?
Yeah, I work with a few rappers around Warrington, but only just small bits and bobs, little
Yeah.
ciphers here and there. I mean, that's the most fun part about it, I think. I mean, the whole producing and writing I do enjoy, but just seeing other people's reactions, what they come up with, and just kind of creating a balance between the two is probably my favourite part about it.
Okay, that's cool. And where do you see yourself by next year then? What's on the horizon?
Hopefully having a few tracks out there and gaining a bit of fame.
Yeah. Okay, is there anything up there in the cloud that we should be looking out for now, listening out for? SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter?
Well, there's Instagram, which is MC Mozza Backflip. There was some stuff on YouTube that got taken down. Don't really use Twitter, but Facebook I will be putting some stuff on
So
soon.
I go to his gaff, walk to the front door, break all the glass. This man's been chatting so much gas, take him out camping and a fire would last. Barge in, open the door, see my man nigga straight on the floor. Fast asleep, too weak to see. Backflip's gonna relocate his teeth. Walk up to this gimp with a shooter, saying don't shout at this trigger might move, yeah. Grip this louse, put a gun straight into his mouth. Make him scream the names of his son and his daughter down. There's no water down, they wander down to see the sight of the gun in his mouth. And 2 seconds later, blood on the couch.